Our last stronghold destroyed. We are hunted upon every climb, hated on the most remote isle. The gods abandon us. Queen Julia and her elves talk of aid, but do nothing. Humanity is doomed to extinction.
Merlin! There, to the east!
Merlin. You are safe here.
Where am I?
Come. The world is out of balance. The wizard's circle in Evermore is broken, and its wizards rage upon the earth with the same raw forces that created her. I, Gabriel, am all that remains to protect the wizard's throne. I dare not leave this place, and yet I do not know why my wizards have forsaken me. They must be stopped before all is destroyed. Master each sphere of magic. Only a human can restore balance to the circle and the world. Arise. Your initiation begins. For your people, all people, restore the Age of Wonders.
Hey guys, this is Kendall, and it's time for a new Let's Play. Yes, we're doing Age of Wonders 2, The Wizard's Throne, which is a game I tried to do a Let's Play of a couple years ago, and ended up failing miserably. I'm not very good at strategy games, so I'm going to give it my best shot, but I'm not going to just simply abandon it this time, at least I don't think so. Instead, there may be a time where it's going to be a while between videos, because I don't want to just continually record the same, whatchamacallit, the same scenario where it's completely, where it fails at the end. So, yeah. Anyways, so yes, this is, it takes place in the exact same world as Age of Wonders 1, but it's been, a few hundred years, at least a few hundred. I don't know exactly how long. Julia's still around, but she's an elf, so she's immortal. But they kind of retcon some of the lore to do this new story involving Gabriel and Merlin and the Wizard's Throne. And the gameplay itself has been retooled. Let's go ahead and jump into the campaign here. There is, unlike Age of Wonders 1, there is a single campaign now instead of two dual coexisting campaigns. And all of the, the branching paths and player-driven narrative is gone as well. There is one set narrative throughout the entire campaign. However, the tutorial is in fact part of the campaign.
Tutorial.
So we'll go ahead and do that real quick.
Heed my words, Merlin, and you shall learn the path to the wizard's throne. I, Gabriel, shall guide you and give you the power to master each sphere of magic. But first you have much to learn, and there is little time. Learn to gather sources of magical power. Let this mana flow through you. Allow it to inspire your mind, and over time you shall learn new spells. Or if you choose, focus these energies inward to learn skills of power.
Alright, so yeah, it's a set story, set character. We're playing as Merlin, and that is it.
The races of your world do not cooperate easily, but you will need them. You must be sensitive to each group and balance their needs and demands with your own. Do not be idle. Teach your people to be industrious. Build tools, fortifications, and structures of power. Instruct them to expand over the face of the land. Lift them up, and they will help you expand your own domain by building monuments that enhance your abilities. Even the greatest of all structures, the Wizard's Tower.
Yes. That's key to the gameplay in Age of Wonders 2, and I believe Age of Wonders moving forward. Alright. So we get to start here. Let's change that to classic. I do not like simultaneous mode. And we have Channeler. There we go. Merlin, day 1, it's your turn. All right, first the boring part, the interface. We got 3 windows, bottom of the screen, starting with the far left, the events window. That's this one right here. Tells you what's been going on. You got the main options. That would be here. Minimap, which would be over here. All right, Age of Wonders 2, Wizard's Throne is all about magic. And they're not kidding. It really is all about the magic for this one. The game starts. Middle panel show Wizard's Portrait. That's here. Flanked by buttons for Spellbook and Research. So you can play as different wizards in the multiplayer scenarios, which you can play single player, of course, against CPU. But throughout the campaign, you are locked to Merlin. And every few scenarios, your magic sphere will change. All right, so we want to open up Research. Here you can see all the spells currently researched. Select a spell that interests you. Holding the mouse over a spell will show you its description. Don't worry too much about which one you should pick, as you won't need them in this tutorial. All right, so let's just keep it to the Hellhound. All right, so you may notice this game is in 4:3. Now, it does support widescreen aspect ratios, but the UI stretches, basically, to fit it. It's not properly designed to switch between 4:3 and widescreen 16:9. So we're keeping it full frame for this playthrough. So yeah, that would be why the intro cinematic was letterboxed as well, because it was originally letterboxed in the original game, or the original release back in the day. You know, when playing on original, original resolutions. Main window and movement. This is where all important stuff in AOW 2 is carried out. You can left click on almost anything to bring up more information about the object. Most of the time, this new information will appear in a box that replaces the magic options window. So that would be this window here. As you can see, it's already showing our current party, which is just Merlin. You'll notice that you can only see a small portion of the map. The rest of it is blackened or grayed out. That's Fog of War. Classic, strategy game mechanic, whether turn-based as this game is or real-time. Black areas are areas of the map you have not explored. Gray areas are parts of the map you have explored but do not currently have visual on. All right, so we want to move Merlin to the bridge. There we go. After you finish moving your units and managing your cities and structures, ready to end this turn and begin the next. So you got to hit the check here to end the turn. A hero waits at the end of the bridge along with 4 elemental units. Heroes are the most important and powerful units you will command. They can cast unit and combat spells, learn new skills after defeating enemies, and wield items of great power. While you don't begin each scenario with a hero in the most cases, you will usually have the chance to recruit one fairly quickly based on your wizard's reputation. The better your wizard's reputation, the easier it is for him to attract heroes. Probably the most important function of heroes is that they extend your wizard's domain beyond what it allows your wizard to cast beyond what it usually reaches. Each hero radiates a small sphere of domain that allows your wizard to cast spells nearby. This will let you cast enchantments on the hero's party, summon creatures to his aid, and cast spells in battles distant from your wizard's current city. When you select Merlin and then move the mouse over the hero party, you will see the mouse cursor change to the talk icon. So yeah, this is the major gameplay change. Well, one of the 2 major gameplay changes, and probably the biggest one from Age of Wonders 1. Age of Wonders 1 had this problem where your hero, your leader, would kind of become super powerful, and your heroes would as well. So one of the reasons they decided to change was to make the leader weaker, but create this magic domain sphere where, the leader can use spells with any place within their domain, and instead of having set ranges for each spell. And the heroes now also exert a small influence of domain, but I think it's only when the leader's in a wizard's tower. Welcome to Evermore. Your initiation begins. All right, so we have Elme as our first hero. For 0 gold pieces, they offer to join us, so let's go ahead and accept. You now have a new party of units under your control. Units have 6 basic statistics that describe their strengths and weaknesses. The attack statistic describes how effective the unit's attacks are in slipping past enemy defenses. Damage is potential amount of damage. Higher defense, easier it is for a unit to dodge incoming physical attacks. Higher resistance, easier it is to withstand magical attacks. Hit points are pretty much self-explanatory. Move points are how far they can move in a given turn. Both on the overland map and in combat, although it's counted separately. Excuse me. And by that I mean, like, it's the same number of points, but combat is a separate screen entirely, so it doesn't really... Like, if you've used up all of your movement points outside of combat, that doesn't mean you can't move in combat. Each unit also has a list of abilities next to their name. All units have some kind of movement ability, such as walking, and some sort of offensive ability like strike or archery. Beyond this common thread, however, abilities vary greatly from unit to unit and race to race. For more on units, including morale, upkeep, alignment, and skill ranks, please refer to user manual. Yeah, this game has like a pretty thick manual. So taking a look here, you can see Merlin as a leader. He's got all this equipment here that we can fill up, and these are his abilities: magic strike, walking, and willpower, which means he's immune to all forms of enemy control. He also has magic, but that's neither here nor there. Taking a look at Elme's party here, yeah, you can see she's got, you know, the same thing because she's a hero, and she's got forestry, healing, mounted, spellcasting, level 1, strike, walking, and bless. But if we look at the water elemental, see the hero panel is gone. I mean, you can see all the different abilities they have here. All right, let's go ahead and merge our parties and grab our first city. Cities are the most important map structures in the land. The bottom panel displays the production queue and information about the city's income. Panel on the left of the screen displays the city's options spread over 3 tabs: unit, structures, and miscellaneous. Panel on the right shows city information, including the town's built structures, city enhancements, and racial bonuses. As the town grows, it will have more options to build advanced units and defenses. See the city production table in the manual for more details. The amount of turns a production takes to build depends on its cost and the production points of a town. If a structure costs 100 gold, for example, and the town has 20 production points, it will take 5 turns to build. For now, let's set a couple of productions for the coming turns. This is done by clicking on their icons on the left panel. Let's move the hero party to the magic vault next to the river. Alright, so you may notice our domain has disappeared, and that's because of the other magic-based gameplay change. You see this long tower here? That is a wizard's tower, specifically the wizard's tower level 3, which is the highest it can go. And that expands our domain. You can see it's like all the way out here now. So Merlin can cast spells anywhere within that bound. And cities are the other major gameplay change to Age of Wonders. In Age of Wonders 1, cities had a set size limit based on the number of hexes they occupied, from 1 to 4. And so, you know, a size 1 hex city was always going to be level 1, but a 4 hex city could be upgraded from level 1 through to level 4, and that would give you more units you could use. Well, for Age of Wonders 2, they changed things to operate a lot more closely to Civilization, or at least how Civilization played back then. Civ 6 changed it a lot by unstacking cities, but here, like, the city itself only occupies 1 hex. You have 8 hexes of outlying buildings, and then a ring of outlying farms for the city. And everything, it goes into the city itself. And as you build more structures, you'll kind of see some of them start populating the outer hexes here. And of course, the Wizard's Tower populate the center one. So again, as the game was explaining, you have 3 different options here. You can build units, you can build structures, which will allow you to build more units or increase production and stuff like that, or have other effects like Farcaster, expands your domain radius even further than the level 3 Wizard's Tower does. And then over on the third here, you have miscellaneous options where you can raise, loot, produce housing if you need to grow your city really quickly, or just produce merchandise if you need more gold. Speaking of which, you have 2 different resources here, just like in Age of Wonders 1. You have gold and you have mana. And this is your current total casting points. This refills every turn. This is what Merlin has, what your hero has, not specifically your leaders, your heroes. This is what your leader has, not specifically your heroes. All right, so let's not do anything right now. Let's just do what it said. Yeah, Merlin is now set to guard. You want to keep him in the Wizard's Tower. And the reason for this is because not only do the Wizard's Towers expand your domain, but as long as you have a city with a Wizard's Tower, as long as you control a city with a Wizard's Tower by the end of your turn, then even if your leader is killed, they will respawn at one of your Wizard Towers within, I think, the next turn or pretty soon after, within a few turns after. And I do think it's the next turn. I don't know. We'll see eventually. But this allows you to keep going even if even if your leader dies. And pretty much it becomes a battle where you have to make sure the enemy doesn't have any wizard towers. No cities with wizard towers. So let's go ahead and go here. There we go. Magic Vault. Magic Vault contains arcane power that will instantly teach you a new spell. This is the replacement for the Wizard Towers from the original one. This undefended Magic Vault contains the Freeze Water spell that will get you over the river, blocking your passage to the east. You cast the spell, click on the Spells button, select Freeze Water, and positioning, yada yada. Okay. So, spells, spellbook. Here you can see all the spells you have researched and can cast. Spells are divided into 3 types. Global spells can be cast on the world map, unit spells can be cast on the world map and during combat, and combat spells can only be cast during battles. Cast the spell Magic Servant to summon this helpful unit. Summoning will take 1 round, yada yada yada. Oh. I did things a little bit out of order. Let's go ahead and cast that. There we go. Wait, why is it not? Oh, it won't let me cast it directly onto the town. What? Why is this not working? Why is this not working? Did this glitch on me? It glitched on me. Okay, there we go. Spell's now ready. Simply pressing cast button. There we go. Alright. So let's move you back to the tower. And let's do freeze water. It'll take another turn, but that's fine. Nettle party's finished moving. It's fine. Alright. Simply click here to do it. There we go. We're actually going to send you over this way. Do a little bit of advanced motion here. Get our water node. You'll catch back up. You're fine. Okay, what do we have here? The elemental conflux. So yeah, this is like all the spheres of magic. Okay, put you on guard. Alright. Next party. Let's try to catch you back up. Oh, damn. You know what? Well, so we can have the whole party together. We'll just wait 1 more turn. It doesn't matter. Hellspawn is research. Let's go ahead and accept that. Do shooting stars. Okay, the spheres of magic. Magic is subdivided into 6 specific spheres of magic and 1 general sphere. Each of these spheres represents a certain aspect of the universe, ranging from the powers of death and life to raw elemental fury. The energy of the spheres manifests itself through power nodes. They are the most important power source for wizards. Nodes typically generate 10 power, but a node of your specific sphere will generate 20 power. Flag each of the nodes to get information on their sphere. You can examine your sources of power from the power tab of the magic options panel. Alright, so let's go ahead and get up here. Earth. In contrast to the forces of air, the sphere of Earth deals with all things bound to the ground. The Earth sphere possesses the power to manipulate rocks, metals, and the very tectonic plates of the planet. The grumpy Fengir and the solitary Mab govern the sphere of Earth. We'll kind of travel around the circle here. Yeah, they're all in diametrically opposed pairs. So now we have fire. Tied to the sphere of fire are all things burning and chaotic. The powers of intense flames, molten lava, and chaos bow to the masters of the fire sphere. The arrogant Yaka and seductive Carissa govern the sphere of fire. Then life. For all things of holy and pure, the wizards of the life sphere exist. Life magic typically pertains to the living, to the protection, restoration, and salvation of the living. The ancient Serena and wise Anon are the wards of the sphere of life. Alright, Shooting Stars research. Let's go ahead and get Corpus Furia. The power to control the skies and winds falls within the sphere of air. Spells of the air sphere typically revolve around the manipulation of wind, lightning, and cold. The wizards Artica, the Ice Queen, and Tempest, Lord of the Skies, govern the sphere of air. So you may have realized there's a male and a female for each of these. Sitting opposite to fire is the sphere of all things touched by moisture, water. Wizards of the water sphere can turn liquids into toxins, freeze the water in the skies, or even evaporate the moisture in all living things. The jolly merchant Marinus and the mysterious Nimue govern the sphere of water. Death, with its opposite life, form the revolving circle of existence. The magic of death allows a wizard to control the forces of evil, darkness, and decay. Arachna, the Spider Queen, and the Twisted Necron govern the sphere of death. And then up here we have Cosmos. With the six specific spheres do not cover, the broad Cosmosphere encompasses. While not as specifically directed as any of the other 6 spheres, the Cosmosphere can cast spells of each sphere and many of its own useful spells of enchantment, alteration, and cancellation. Cosmos unites all the spheres, mastering it is the ultimate goal in your quest. I, aged Gabriel, govern the sphere of Cosmos. With my wizards forsaking me, I have but little power left. So yeah, that one there is only one master. And that would be Gabriel, he who sits atop the wizard's throne. Let's go ahead and accept the alliance with Gabriel. There we go. Go ahead and accept that. And let's keep moving. Move towards him. Magic domains. Your wizard can cast spells on the overland map and in any combat that takes place within his domain. A colored border encircling your wizard represents your domain. To expand your domain, you can move your wizard into a city that possesses a wizard's tower. Wizard Tower is easily recognizable. As long as your wizard remains in the city, his domain will be greatly expanded. You can build expansions to a wizard's tower, yada yada, I've already gone over this. Heroes also expand your wizard's domain, already went over that. To be exact, they allow your wizard to cast spells within a 1 hex radius of the hero on the overland map. This includes both combat and overland spells. For this purpose, heroes are invaluable for leading offensive strikes into enemy territory, especially into another wizard's domain. Now, Merlin, in order to proceed, you must challenge me personally. Walk towards the watermill. Alright. But you're our ally, right? So how are we gonna do that? Yeah, not at war with Gabriel. Diplomacy. Before you can attack me, you must declare war on me. To bring up the diplomacy window, click on the diplomatic options button. In the lineup of wizards, your wizard yada yada, okay. Alright, so... we want... active? No. That's all the spell. Oh, there. No, that's not it. There we go. No. Okay, that's the one. The horn is diplomatic options. There we go. Okay, declare war. Alright, we have now declared war. So let's do this. Combat. If you send your hero to my location, you'll be asked whether you want to command the battle or let the game simulate it. Select yes to command the battle, and the combat will begin. The defenders get to move first, so the first thing you will see is my magic servant attacking your units. Alright. Yes, I will usually do auto battle because it's so much faster, but the game wants to show this off for the tutorial, so that's what we're doing. Alright, it is now our turn. Now, first off, let's go ahead and use Cosmic Spray on Gabriel. That is Merlin's ability. It did not work. It missed. Damn it. Alright, let's go after the Magic Servant. Now, you may have noticed the move thing here. It changes color. And that's like how many hits you have left, how many points you have left. So if you move within the green... then you can attack, what, 3 times, I think? You get 3 hits on an attack, I mean. Move twice, you get 2 hits. Move to yellow, you get 2 hits. Move to red, you get none. Move to gray, and, well, you're out of move points, so you can't actually do anything. So you can't do anything. So it adds a little bit more strategy in how far you want to move, especially if you're dealing with ranged attacks as well. You want to move just far enough that you're in range, but not so far that you run out of points. And some range attacks will not work after you've moved a certain amount anyways. Alright, let's go ahead, do here. There we go. Alright, get 1, 2 hits on Gabriel. Do 2 hits here. Okay, Mr. Rocky. Alright, that's the end of... Oh, no, you can still move. There we go. Alright, we beat Gabriel. However, that is not the end. He is not defeated. Good, well, I mean, he is, but he's not. Good work in defeating me. This is no great tragedy, as wizards are immortal. When defeated, they get pulled into the void, but as long as they own a wizard's tower, they will respawn there the following turn. Press the end turn, and you will see me respawn to my nearest wizard tower. Then you can press the next unit button to focus on your party and go through the teleporter circle, yada yada. Alright, end turn. Yes. So there we go. Gabriel, because he still has a wizard's tower, is fine. It is time you paid for your chaos. I shall bring to bear the full weight of the wizard's throne upon thee. But dude, you told me to declare war on you. Alright. Teleport to the next phase. Alliances. Before we go on, we should create an alliance again so I can help you on the final task. Your wizard doesn't always need to be at war with every other wizard in the vicinity. While permanent alliances are not always possible, depending on the scenario's victory conditions, you still do not need to be at simultaneous war with everyone. Negotiating with other wizards. When you meet another wizard, yada yada, okay, different negotiations. Let's go ahead and accept. There we go. Offer accepted, and let's enter the teleporter. Next to the teleporter, you will see a number of resources laying around. Each of them provides something different for your empire. Click on them to pick them up to see what they do. You may want to split your party to pick them up in a fewer number of turns. Split up your party, yada yada. When you're done, follow the road and move to the magic vault, which holds another spell for you. Alright, so... Okay, let's go ahead. We'll do the hero first. So this is production resources. That allows us to build something here. Casting Chamber it gives us extra points. Farcaster expands domain. We'll do Casting Chamber. So basically what that does is that gives you basically like a free building, or it gives you like a bonus to whatever you're producing right now. You know, bonus production points. This one is mana, extra mana. The resource dump. Pick them up to see what they do. Alright, let's go ahead and get a Magic Catalyst. So this is, you have a choice between an extra 15 casting points for that turn. It might continue until you use them, I'm not sure. Or 150 research points. We'll do the research. And let's go up to the mine here. Structures like mines provide a fixed amount of income each turn. Some structures provide more income to wizards aligned to a certain elemental sphere. Mine doubles income to earth wizards, windmill to water, windmill to air, watermill to water, and furnace to fire. So all of them give you a base fixed income, but depending on your sphere, you might get bonus. Alright. Let's go ahead to the next turn. Fireball's researched. Okay, go ahead and do that. So artifacts. Unlike regular units, wizards and heroes alike can use powerful magic items. Items will grant new abilities and stat bonuses for your wizards or heroes. If your wizard or hero is ever defeated, he will drop all his items on the ground for anyone to take. Whenever you click on a wizard or hero in a party, will bring up additional column to the left, yada yada, and you can teleport them to your hero or to various heroes or wizards or whatever. Okay, let's get everybody back together and go on to the haste tree. So it restores all move points and gives haste for 3 days, letting you move faster. So got a windmill. Okay, the magic vault's where we need to go next. So here you can see this little bubble here is our magic domain. It's a little bubble. Okay, turn Undead Vault. Across the hill, I created a town of undead. You must attack this town and use your magic and skills to defeat the enemies within. First, let's capture the structure that is blocking the mountain pass, a magic relay. So magic relays also expand your domain. Yeah, expand your domain beyond the range of your wizard tower, but for a relay to work, your wizard needs to be in a tower. From the relay, we can now attack the undead town. The undead are a particularly nasty race. The turn undead spell may be of use against them as it can panic their decayed minds. This town has been fortified with a wall, which will make winning the battle more difficult. In order to reach the enemies within the walls, you must first breach them. The easiest place to do this is at the gates, which any melee unit can attack. So that is new from Age of Wonders 1. Previously, you had to have a unit, either a siege weapon, like a battering ram or a drill or something like that, that had, you had to have a unit that basically had wall crushing or tunneling. So it was like units like battering rams, drills, catapults, or things like the Dwarves Giant or the Dwarven Mole or Goblin Beetle. Or if they're, you could bypass walls entirely with units that had wall climbing, or if they were flying units. Here, any melee unit can attack at the gates, so that is good. Yeah, some units are capable of damaging any walls or bypassing them entirely. So that's a bit of a change there. Alright. That's a bit of a big one. Let's retreat for a second. And we're going to go ahead and save this. Let's do tutorial save. Actually, no, we'll just do campaign 1. There we go. Alright, yeah, we'll command this one. Just so you guys can see how it interacts with gates and stuff like that. Alright. First off, let us do turn undead. Let's do it on the big guys. There we go. Alright, and spell casting. And by the way, you can even set it to auto battle inside the combat screen. And it'll basically do it just like it does the simulation outside of it, but not quite as fast. Okay, let's go ahead and attack you. You're flying, so you can just bypass the wall. You, however, need to attack the gate, as do you. There we go, and you have wall crushing, so like you can attack any wall unit. Alright, all done this turn. Ow. Definitely want to take care of these archers first if I get a chance. I do not want to lose my hero. But that's why I saved really quickly. I'm not afraid to save, scum. Alright, turn undead. Let's do it on the big guy again. There we go. Kill the zombie. There we go. Can I? No, I can't get through. Fine, we'll just straight up attack. There we go. I don't know if that's like completely destroyed yet. I think it is, yes. Alright, you. Let's heal yourself. Oh crap, you can't heal yourself. Damn it. That's super annoying. Well, this is potentially going to be dangerous, but we're going to move you forward. And hopefully not die straight off. Ow. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Alright, let's go ahead and go after this guy. Alright, and let's... Oh, you're stuck. Okay, fine. We'll attack you. There we go. Go ahead and go after the archer here. And you, we're just going to move a little bit further up, and we're going to heal you. There we go. Ah! Okay, that's close. Excuse me. Alright. So that should just leave the archer here. And there we go, we won the fight. Well done. Now raise the foul undead town. To raise a town, first select it, enter population, yada yada. Then move to the House of Healing to finish your initiation. In this case, the population will attack you, but I have some units that will help you out. Okay, so town. Let's go ahead and raise it. There we go. Village of Tutorior lies in ruin. Alright. We'll wait for the next turn. Yes. There we go. Let's go ahead and just do auto that time. We lost our hero. Well, that's fine. We weren't going to keep her anyways. But we're almost done here. There we go. Merlin is victorious.
Well done, Merlin. You are ready to gather your people and make them great again. Remember the lessons you have learned here in Evermore. Treat all people in power with fairness. Be patient and you shall prevail. Find my renegade wizards, face them, calm their fury, bring them back to me. When you are tested sufficiently in a sphere of magic, return to me and I will help you pass to the next sphere. Now go. The world awaits the hero you must become.
All right. That's the end of the tutorial. And it's not letting me just click through. There we go. Okay, so we're back to here.